So, jetzt sollte mein Stream gehen. Ich bin noch ein bisschen am Rumtesten, weil es nicht so ganz funktioniert, wie es sein sollte, aber jetzt sollte es funktionieren. Ja. Oh, finally. Okay. Genau. Tägliche Mission wollte ich machen. Muss da rum. Kann ich von da dahin? Oder ist da diese Windbarriere? Keine Ahnung, was das ist. Ich hoffe, ich komme dahin. Ansonsten wäre es echt scheiße. Ja, komm ich. Okay, perfekt.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Ich lese den Text jetzt einfach nicht, weil die täglichen Missionen machen eh nichts aus. Okay. Dann gehe ich jetzt mit dir dahin. Nee, ich dachte, ich muss ihn töten, lol. Perfekt. Gute Mission. Ich will mich nicht beschweren. Es war einfach, von daher passt das. So. Ach, ich muss die töten. Oh. Gefährliche Kletteraktion. tägliche Missionen anzugucken, ist schon irgendwie hart langweilig. Aber das Nervigste an Dirk ist einfach, dass er von seinen eigenen Attacken immer Schaden bekommt. Sobald man trifft, brennt der Boden und man brennt selber und kriegt die ganze Zeit Schaden. Krasser Typ.
There can be no excuse for
Tot.
the thing.
Das hab ich nicht mal gehört. Ach, da ist noch ein Wachturm. Deswegen habe ich es auch nicht geschafft. Das macht ja gar keinen Schaden.
Adventure time. Off we go.
So. Was soll ich denn noch für Missionen jetzt? Das da zum Beispiel. Dafür brauche ich Abenteuerstufe 29. Das ist ein bisschen viel. Ich mache, glaube ich, das da. Oder? Das macht eigentlich keinen Unterschied, aber ich würde sagen das. Wo muss ich denn da hin? Ah, perfekt, noch Mundstück. Dann kann ich da gleich die Dings machen. Die Belohnung für die Abenteuerstufe und so. Weil ich das auch noch nicht abgeholt habe. Ist das hier? Nee. Da kann man sich Essen kaufen und Essen machen. So. Ich kaufe mir jeden Tag dann hier mal 5 Stück. Woher habe ich 250.000? Hatte ich nicht gestern 0? Ich bin ein bisschen verwirrt. Davon erstmal 4 Stück. Und ein süß mariniertes Hühnchen. Dieses Rezept ist halt so perfekt, dann werde ich endlich mein ganzes Fleisch los. Das ist mir gerade erst aufgefallen. So. Ach, ich habe nicht mehr so viel Pilze, schade. Egal. 4-mal. So, der Rest ist alles zum Wiederbeleben, ne? Ja, das will ich nicht. Aber ich will fliegen.
Add Astra. You're high up. Everyone. Add Astra.
Ah, stimmt, die sind auch wieder da. Oh, wie perfekt. So, da schicke ich. Wen schicke ich dahin? Den. Und hier schicke ich. Noel, die benutze ich eh nicht, von daher. Okay. Also nee, da war doch noch
Add
eine
Astra.
Stufe. So. Was habe ich jetzt schon wieder bekommen?
Adventure time.
Wo ist das denn dahin?
Not even one spicy dish.
Ah, bevor ich das mache, heile ich erstmal meine Charaktere. Misslungenes Steak, schade. Kann man irgendwie Sachen löschen? Ah ja, oha. Egal, dann heile ich ihn damit. Dann gibt's erstmal. Habe ich irgendwas? Sowas? Ich glaube, das wird erstmal reichen. So. Und erstmal ein bisschen.
We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
War das das Richtige? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Nein, was natürlich nicht. Perfekt. Nein, warum? Danke. So, ich habe kurz was getrunken, deswegen war ich AFK. Kann ich dich auch ansprechen oder so? Danke.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Dark Knight Hero.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening? Anyway, the Dark Knight Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Dark Knight Hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
Ja. Mit ihm wollte ich nicht reden.
Even if you are a close friend.
Räume verlassen, danke. Wenn ich gleichzeitig streame, dauern die Loading Screens übel lange, fällt mir gerade auf. Aber egal. So, also. Wen soll ich hier reden? Mit irgendwelchen oder? Mit wir reden? Ja, den kann ich. Hier kann ich.
You want to
bestimmt auch
find
reden.
out about the Dark Knight Hero?
Das gehört zum.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight Hero. You're right, I'm not. Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight Hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts.
Man kann die Leertaste überspringen, das wusste ich auch nicht. So. Ach so, ah. Okay, ich habe mich schon gewundert.
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own two eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight Hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow.
Guess what I did next? I wasn't the bad guy, why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight Hero. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius's residence. Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights? I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying make is, you don't know who the Dark Knight Hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
Natürlich gehe ich jetzt dahin. Blumenshop, das ist hier, glaube ich.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight Hero.
My hero! Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on, how did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no, what am I going to do if Master D-Luke ever finds out?
Huh? What's D-Luke got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think D-Luke was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight Hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight Hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire, but I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. That I really do not know.
Am Ende ist
Perhaps it was fate? You know, when you meet someone and it feels like you've known them your whole life.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves.
Es müsste eigentlich
Let's
die
take a
Lux
look around the
sein.
city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
Also, er ist ja kein Order of Avonia, soweit ich weiß. Oder, nein, ist er nicht, glaube ich. Da war Feuer und sie war vertraut. Also, Rätsel gelöst, Kappa.
It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight Hero.
Anything the knights can do for you?
First legt. Oh, okay. Katz. Oha. Das ist die. Das sieht man auch.
The Dark Knight Hero is Master D-Luke?
After managing to steer clear of the guard's patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight Hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight Hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight Hero of Mondstadt. We solved it. Now then, Mr. Dark Knight Hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original. Like, Captain Pie.
Pie?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions. Their persistence is unusual. Who would be helping whom is debatable. The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch. I cannot trust them to take this matter over. What's past is past. I would prefer not to discuss it. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master D-Luke? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a secret.
Okay, das
Above
ist
all,
recht
it
klar.
is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
What's that sound? Yikes! Have the Abyss Order sent backup already?
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
Hey! You're just gonna leave us like this?
Die sind eigentlich schon.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
So.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is, her!
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to this city.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second, aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city? Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Oh,
Why would you lie to me about that? Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
seems like Huffman has something he really wants
Die Krise der Nacht.
to say to you about the Dark Knight hero.
Muss
Better
denn-
head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him.
Okay. Dann gehe ich mal dahin.
Shouldn't get caught buying alcohol.
Ich hasse es, ich habe so wenig Ausdauer. Das ist richtig schlimm.
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me? Is that so? That is a pity indeed. The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Jeez,
Eine
what
Hand.
horrible handwriting. Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight Hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight Hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight Hero himself. It impacts the entire city. If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order?
Das ist ein Stück weg. Ich würde sagen, ich gehe von hier, dann mache ich noch die Wolke.
This is not good news at all for Master
Wenn es überhaupt
Diluc.
eine Wolke ist.
Quick, we should go tell him right away.
Time to act. Body and mind.
Stirbt doch einfach.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Time to act.
So, ich mach jetzt noch das fertig. Aber mit... Nee. Doch, die ihr. Ihn.
Time to act.
Wenn wir nicht alle kommt.
Rain outlines your rain cutter.
So, genau. Ich noch die zweite Wolke. Die zweite. Die Kaffee war nicht groß, ne?
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Das will ich ja. Bisschen
Know my sword.
So, wo muss ich jetzt hinter?
Time to act.
Aber wenn, heile ich schon mal ihn hier und switchen Bennett wieder. Was? Auftrag gescheitert? Verpiss dich.
Leave it to me.
Was ist das denn? Auftrag gescheitert. Stand da einfach. Asozial. Ich muss hier hoch, ne? Nee. Hier muss hin, okay. Ja, war knapp. Hallo, willst du laden? Ja, perfekt. Hat hier nur eine
Master
halbe Stunde
Diluc!
gedauert.
Just now, we were at the Knights of Avonius, and...
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order. I'm aware of it, though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
What?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
Great! So, what's the plan, Master Diluc?
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order. They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Woo! The Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time. What a sneaky little bunch those guys are!
There is a way, but for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order, used to spread messages within the organization. It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops and unite their strength.
Wow! Seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then? How do we un-gibberishify it?
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Ja, das machen wir doch. Das lädt doch nicht schneller, schade. Es hat sich schneller angefühlt am Anfang. Hey, oh, hi. Wo muss ich denn hin hier? Kann ich mich zum Dungeon teleportieren? Ja, perfekt.
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind of place the Abyss Order likes to camp out. Come on. There's no time to lose.
Ich habe meine tägliche Mission schon gemacht, deswegen spiele ich jetzt einfach die Story ein bisschen
Body and
und streame nebenbei. Ich glaube, die mit allen Bereichen. Soweit ich weiß, kann man sich in Dungeons auch healen. Von daher sollte ich das eh schaffen. Gegner sind Level 8, das sollte nicht so schwer werden. Schon schwach. Hä? Was ist da? Oh, er ist schon tot. Was? Hat er nicht eben noch Half-Life? Doch nicht dahin. Ich glaube, meine E-Attacke bringt nichts, weil er diese Blase hat. Oh, das ist gut. Ich sterbe gleich noch. Hilfe. Einfach weil er sich wegteleportiert.
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
I am no knight of Favonius. Now start talking. Your plan. What is it?
I see you received our letter. But if you think I'm going to let you in on our secrets, I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
You appear to have misunderstood the situation.
Did you just use a pyro vision to shoot fire?
Let's see how long it takes for you to crack.
Stop! Stop! Please! Pain! That's everything!
That's it?
Okay, das wird eine von den Cutscenes sein, die ich skippe. Weil die Stimme mich extrem abfuckt. Nein, falsche Taste.
Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare. I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say, Master Diluc, sir.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago, Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's people not to tick off under any circumstances list.
Okay, wieder hin teleportieren.
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon... Ah, it's you two. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is? Good one. But, no. The Knights cannot afford to simply stand by and watch while there is even the slightest inkling of a threat facing Mondstadt.
Ich weiß es gar nicht.
If that were the case, more and more people would start to rely on the Dark Knight hero instead of the Knights of Favonius.
Soweit ich weiß, nur ziehen. Oder man kann ihn später
Find out the
freischalten, das
Dark Knight
weiß ich
hero's
aber
true
nicht.
identity
Weil ich noch nicht
and
so
offer
weit
him
bin.
our protection.
Ich bin erst Level 24
Seems
oder
to be
so.
doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony. Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
Hab ihn halt nicht im
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman.
Echt
Just
strong
follow my
eigentlich.
plan, and everything will be fine.
Ich würde sagen, das ist der beste
Captain Kaya.
Charakter.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night. All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the...
Macht halt dick Schaden, ja, das stimmt. 300 oder so pro Schlag und diese E-Attacke lädt sich übel schnell auf, also 5 Sekunden oder so. Und dann hat man die halt wieder. Und das sind immer mal wieder 1000 Schaden oder so, alle 5 Sekunden. Aber Leben hat er auch eigentlich ganz gut.
Paimon doesn't understand. How is Kaya so sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible.
Ich bin halt nicht mehr Mod. Oh, lol. Ja, jetzt schon. Ich wusste aber gar nicht warum. Schreib mal kurz was, jetzt solltest du wieder Mod haben. So, jetzt bin ich schon mal da. Ich muss aber sagen, Diluc ist nicht mal mein Main Character, einfach weil ich diese... Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie man es ausspricht. Ich benutze ihn hier, Nummer 3. Hab halt einen neuen Account. Ah, okay, dann liegt's daran. Hier, ihn benutzen oder sie, keine Ahnung.
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Yes, about Kaya. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counter plan. Patience. Let me think for a moment. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alabla? An alibi?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on! Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
Time to act.
Ja.
The method for obtaining mist flower extract is kind of my own invention. So please keep it a secret until I've managed to publish it.
4 Eisnebelblüten. Kann sein, dass ich die schon habe.
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
So many mist flowers. Great! I can't wait to see how this turns out.
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
Oh my goodness. The winery owner himself is addressing me directly. Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
Huh?
Please, excuse me. I must.
What's he gonna do with—
Long story short,
Okay, warte.
a few days, sure enough.
So the new batch is—
No, not potent in terms of it. Slimes need to extract elemental energy. So I thought to myself,
Okay. Oh.
Yikes!
Okay, doch
What was
nicht
that
sein.
noise?
Oh, cold.
marvelous.
Marvelous! Jelly hose!
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract.
Wow!
Ich kann es
It
vielleicht noch mal
really
zeigen,
has
wie
a
man
strong
Sachen sieht.
element.
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there.
So. Also entweder hier und dann Gebet oder da oben rechts auf diese Sterne und dann sind hier die Packs und Sachen ziehen kann. Da gibst du dann diese Dinger hier aus. Die kriegt man durch wie heißt das? Abenteuer-Level-Ups kriegt man die zum Beispiel. Oder man kann sie sich auch für Sternstaub kaufen, glaube ich. Beim Händler, wo ist denn das hier? Hier kann man dann den Sternstaub eintauschen. Oder Urgestein, so heißt es. Sternstaub ist das. Das kriegt man, wenn man die Sachen öffnet, glaube ich. Ich kann mir 2 Stück kaufen. Perfekt. Ich gebe sie aber noch nicht aus. Ich habe den Tipp bekommen, dass ich lieber 10 öffnen soll, weil es mehr Sinn macht.
And then, how long does it take?
Deswegen habe ich so viel Urgestein. Ja.
Holy moly, it really does attract slimes! And even more than we expected.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We'd better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
Ich habe gleich meine Q-Attacke, also wenn's... Okay, das sind doch nicht viele. One-Hit. 940 Damage, let's go. Bringt Feuer hier was? Nicht wirklich. Egal, reicht. Die halten eh nicht viel aus, die sind Level 18. da so ein... Muss ich da hoch oder so? Nee. Okay. Ich weiß nicht, was das jetzt genau bringt. Warum ist hier so ein Lebensbalken? Ach, oh. Ah. Okay, never mind. Ich will. Also.
Such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right. So can you tell us what your plan is now, Master Diluc?
Yes. The plan is...
Ah,
And
okay.
so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Macht
Are
Sinn.
you sure it will work? You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start. Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that...
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as...
Let's wait until evening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.
Also. Dann gehen wir mal wieder. Wo ist denn hin? Hier ist die Taverne. Dann gehe ich mal dahin. Oh, immer wieder. Warte, bis es Nacht wird. Konnte man die Uhr nicht umstellen? Genau. Ich glaube, die haben gesagt 19 Uhr oder so bis 6 Uhr. Deswegen. Das sollte passen.
Greetings, Mr. Hoffman of the Knights of Favonius. To what do I owe the pleasure at this hour?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two. Ah, traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice. Aw, but Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
Apologies. We do not give credit here.
Well, in that case, let this be my treat.
No need. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay, wird eingeladen, ablehnen. Perfekt. Och man, ich hasse das. Tschüss. Ich will nicht mit dir reden, ich will da raus. Immer diese Missklicks.
Huffman showed up, just as expected. Okay, remember the plan? Go to the city's side gate and place the elemental bait.
Warum habe ich das Gefühl, es geht
You
schief?
used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic. Yikes, here comes the slimes! Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us!
Perfekt, ich werde direkt teleportiert. Das ist nice.
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle. No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner. If he were to overhear me...
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
One moment.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
What is it? What happened?
It's... slimes, Mr. Huffman.
Slimes. You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there are more slimes out there now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together.
Whoa.
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon. But I have another matter to attend to here.
Oh? The matter of your dandelion wine?
No, that's not what I meant.
So this is how the Knights of Favonius conduct themselves in a crisis. The Abyss Order is encroaching on the city gates, and your response is to sit here drinking wine? It's like I've always said, the Knights are not to be trusted.
Master Diluc is right. My conduct here has been below par. I shall set off at once. But first, may I have a quiet word?
Hahaha, oha. Wie gemein.
Huh?
Shh, keep your voice down.
Der arme
I
Film.
presume you know what this is about. Please watch Diluc for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances.
Aber
I
ich muss
must head to
sagen,
the
ich habe
side
ihn
gate,
auch
but I'll be
übel
back
früh
shortly.
gezogen.
I'm counting on you.
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
Ich bin mir nicht mal sicher, ob ich mehr aus dem 10er oder Single-Pool habe. Ich glaube, es war aus dem 10er. Ich habe nämlich... Du bist... Oh, okay, warte. Jetzt besser. Hoffe ich. Also, ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich meinen aus einem Single-Pool oder 10er habe. Ich glaube aber aus dem 10er. Warum habe ich jetzt Standbild? Okay.
Ah, there you are. Dealing with you will be the easy part.
Passt meine Lautstärke jetzt oder bin ich immer noch irgendwie leise? Als ob du erst da bist, obwohl dein Charakter schon Level 40 ist, lol. Ja, weil ich Kampagne fast nie spiele. Also ich spiele meistens mit einer Freundin in der letzten Zeit und die leveln halt einfach nur. Und ich habe auch schon irgendwie fast die ganze Map erforscht, obwohl ich nichts gemacht habe eigentlich in den Missionen. Ich habe halt viele Charaktere sogar schon auf Level 40. Ist lauter, aber immer noch etwas leise. Ich kann... Oh. Ich kann gleich den anderen Sound leiser machen. So, maybe. Das sollte gehen. Jetzt ist, glaube ich, alles einfach leiser, aber dafür bin ich lauter. Oha, wie viele kommen da? Zeit. Ja, das passt. Perfekt. Ich sterbe halt gleich. Ich hebe mich mal kurz. Ich dachte immer, das wären Chicken Nuggets, lol. Und dann steht auf einmal Kartoffelpuffer. Jetzt ist er tot.
Master D-Luke, not a baddie left standing.
Nothing more than a few hilly churls. No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied. Best get back to the tavern.
Glad that's settled. Let's get back to the tavern.
Kriegt
You
man von
think
denen
Huffman
eigentlich
is back
Fleisch? Oh ja, Alter. Ich muss erwarten, bis hier 20 Vögel sind und dann Kuh einsetzen. Den Tipp habe ich auch bekommen, aber das ist bis jetzt noch nie passiert. Dass 1 Million Vögel waren. Sind immer weggeflogen. Ich muss wieder zu... Okay, ich bleib erstmal da hängen. Ich muss wieder zur Taverne. Wieder ein Missklick, let's go.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. We made it in time.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
Master D-Luke, please, have you no respect at all? How come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you? Is it? But if that's the case, why are you also out of breath?
Uh-oh, Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire? Did you see Master D-Luke, I mean, today's bartender, did you see him leave just now?
Yikes, he's asking other customers where...
Master D-Luke? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
I see.
Mr. Huffman, your dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the knights.
Oh. Never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. How odd.
Whew, that was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from the Dawn Winery.
They're all in on it?
Not all of them. Or should I say, not all of us.
Kaya, where did you come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
What? You've been here this whole time?
Correct. The Dark Knight Hero's Alibi. I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
Haha, come now, D-Luke. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets. I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Dark Knight hero would really go. And you did not disappoint.
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally. I must say, though, one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Dark Knight hero would actually need help from other people.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case. Just one last thing before I go.
It had better be the very last thing.
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, Diluc. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
What was all that about?
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
Wow! Thanks, Master Diluc.
I'm in the habit of working alone, but I did enjoy having your assistance this time. In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
Close friend.
Ich stream, glaube ich, noch bis ich irgendwie Level 25 bin oder so. So, was habe ich denn jetzt für Mission? Also immer noch das da könnte ich machen. Da muss ich 750 Meter weit weg. Perfekt. Glücksfeder, perfekt. Ich nehme einfach mal alles mit, was liegt.
Sister Rosaria, so here you are. Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that nun's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Schaffe ich es noch hoch? Ja. Oh, wieder falten. Ja, okay, die sind aber nicht so stark. Töte ich zuerst den und dann den anderen. Oh, hier ist dieses Schneegebiet, ne? Das Schneegebiet da war hier das da. Die wollte ich eigentlich anmachen, aber es hat nicht funktioniert. Dann habe ich es gelassen.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
Das sind mehrere.
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene
Alle
without
her.
a trace.
Gib mir den Feuervogel.
You're so
Das ist ein Netzer.
Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Ich gehe. Oh, Alter, fremd viel Schaden.
Where did I
Schade, ich bin tot. Also dann. Ich liefere kurz mit dem Pfannkuchen. Und dann gibt's das hier.
Rain outlines your fate.
Echt wirklich schade. Ich glaube, ihr Schwert ist immer noch auf Level. Nee, das Schwert ist hochgegangen. Ich glaube, die macht das auf wenig Schaden. Jetzt stirbt doch endlich.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Time to act.
Ach, hier ist wieder dieser Balken, den ich hochgehen kann.
No, my sword. Time to act. Time to act.
Ja, dauert nicht mehr lange. Imagine auf einmal hier.
Let me read you a verse. No, my sword.
Also ich muss echt mal kurz aufwärmen, sonst sterbe ich nur. Hallo? Das Ding ist aus, scheiße. So. Jetzt. Oha, dreht sich einfach.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Finde ich nett, er lässt sich einfach verprügeln. So. Oh, hier ist Chicken. Hier. Das da.
Time to act.
Was ist das?
Getting
Ist
colder
das ein
and colder.
Kristall?
Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Me too.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Wie viel Stuff ist hier unten? Das merke ich gerade. Mein Headset ist gleich einfach leer. Die Dinger habe ich immer noch nicht verstanden. Die kann ich nicht aufmachen und ich weiß nicht warum. Genau das gleiche ist bei dieser Statue. Und ich habe keine Ahnung, wie es aufgeht. Das geht anscheinend auch nicht. Doch. Vielleicht muss ich dafür eine Mission freischalten oder so. Ach, I don't know. Ach, hier ist die Dings. Ich versuche die jetzt nochmal anzumachen. Wenn es immer noch nicht geht, dann keine Ahnung. Aber sind hier neue Sachen gespawnt? Warum sind die auf einmal stärker? Obwohl, wahrscheinlich, weil ich einfach gelevelt bin. Diese Dinger, diese komischen blauen. Keine Ahnung. Warum kann ich die nicht kaputt machen? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ja, ich muss in mein Headset laden. Stimmt. Kann ich jetzt perfekt machen.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
So.
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Sketches everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. let's take them out of the picture first.
Was ist das für ein Ding?
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
Nö. No clue.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! Ugh, what a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world, helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against.
Well, if you're struck...
I beg to differ. I'm unable, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible, but I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
So. Fast Level 25. Aber ich verstehe nicht, warum ich die Statue nicht aktivieren kann. Oh fuck, ich sterbe gleich. Wait a minute. Ist hier irgendwo Feuer? Alright, ich bin tot. Glaube ich. Hier ist irgendwo Feuer, oder? Hier, das kann ich anmachen. Yay. Oh fuck, ich sterbe. No. Ich töte den mal nicht, ich will mich beeilen. Die Eislandschaft ist halt echt sick, aber dadurch, dass man hier einfriert, muss man sich relativ beeilen. Und das ist ein bisschen nervig. So.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Wo ist meine Mauszelle da?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Think fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
Ja, mit einer Angel angeholt.
Oh,
Szene.
that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Alright. musste machen. Noch mehr Oha.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
So.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Oh, da oben ist noch einer.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
So. Wo ist das letzte hier?
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
Also
I
interessant.
wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a wildflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. I've just tried some. It's in line. Remember to keep I'll be noting down.
Wollte ich nicht hin. Ach so, Leute. Ich dachte, es geht auch anders. Ist das hier? Hier. Hier kann ich die ganzen Bücher und so lesen, glaube ich.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. You gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Oh, perfekt. Das war die letzte Challenge, die ich machen wollte. Und genau jetzt bin ich Level 25. Das passt jetzt so gut. Müsste immer noch ein Ausrufezeichen. Okay, die sollte ich vielleicht irgendwann mal machen. Dann gehe ich jetzt nach Mondstadt. Hol diese Belohnung da ab für die Abenteuerstufe. Und danach war es erstmal mit dem Stream. Ich stream vielleicht heute Abend nochmal oder heute Nachmittag. Ich weiß noch nicht ganz. Mal gucken dann. Und was kriege ich denn dafür? Okay, nicht wirklich viel, aber immerhin. Die ganzen Steine und sowas. Oh. Da bin ich dann Weltstufe 2. Das wird auch ganz nice. Ja, okay, also wie gesagt, ich höre erstmal auf zu streamen. Vielleicht heute Nachmittag nochmal oder so, aber ich bin jetzt erstmal offline. Also, ciao.